viewers at home, my name is Peletin Ainamo and you're welcome to the maiden edition of the show Your Opinion. Join me as we unfold these issues and give justice to them. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. On today's episode, we'll be talking about saving or investing as a student. And here with me, I have Olajuwon Ogunjobi.
Good viewers at home. I'm Ogunjobi Olajuwon. I'm very happy to be here. It's a big pleasure for me.
All right, thank you. Olajuwon, can you tell us a few things about you?
Yeah, I'm a 300 level student of criminology, Crawford University, and I'm very happy to be on this show. Your opinion. It's nice being here.
All right, thank you very much. Can you tell us what you understand about saving or investing as a student?
Savings or investing as a student is quite a very, should I say, very strict opinion, in the sense that saying you're trying to save or invest in will few definition. Saving is simply the way of probably trying to keep aside your money, while investing is a way of trying to take your money to make it redundant, in the sense of trying to make it multiply in a way, probably for future occurrence or so.
Okay, so you as a student, which do you prefer to do, to save or to invest?
As a student, I would really advise that savings is actually preferable.
To save?
Yeah, it's actually preferable.
But don't you feel if you save and you don't invest, your money won't multiply?
Yeah,
Like it won't increase?
Yeah, you have a very good point. And I won't say savings is actually preferable without my own cogent reasons as well. You trying to say savings, I feel you trying to save as a student. Let us remember the word in quote student.
Okay.
You're actually dependent. Let me say you're dependent on your parents as a student. Majority, let me just say minority can be dependent on their parent. So if you try to depend on your parent for money, there's no other source of income for you. So how do you expect keeping money somewhere and starving yourself? The other things you can use money to do in school. Probably you have these term papers to do, you have these assignments to do, you have that to do. Even the way you're even investing. If the business you're investing in, how sure are you about it? What if it happens to crash tomorrow? Do you have a very, really sure business for that? So you trying to say you want to save or you trying to say you want to invest, it has to do with your own just a stand as well. Because you can't say you want to invest without you having something outside too. So that's my view about that.
Okay, but I mean, if it is you, which do you prefer to do?
For me, I want to prefer savings. I'm not going to prefer investment.
Okay, you prefer to save.
Save than to invest.
Okay, you made a point. You said if you save, you get money to do things.
Yeah.
Things in school. So don't you feel with your savings, like when you start doing things with them, definitely one day it will finish when it is not increasing? Or what do you?
Yeah, let me put it this way. I want us to understand the fact that you trying to invest is not all, should I say, cryptos or companies you're investing in. It's not as quick as that. You can quickly take your money. Some investments or some other companies, it has to take kind of duration, a long time or period of time for you to get your money. You're trying to use maybe Bitcoin as an example. It can take duration. Sometimes it fluctuates. Either it's down or it's up tomorrow. But you're trying to save and you actually need your money as a student urgently. So if something can just go probably in your box or in or an app you're trying to save, you can just go there and withdraw your money as quick as you can. Probably because you need it. I said something earlier. In code, students, the word students, you're actually dependent, you're dependent. You're dependent on your parents. So you can't say because you're a student, you're not trying to say you want to invest. I'm sorry, using the word, I'm not trying to maybe contradict the word investment or those investing. No. Investing is actually also a good idea, but trying to use the word as a student, I feel savings is actually going to do more good than it's going to do harm.
Okay, so are you saying as a student you don't have to invest or do business at all?
Yeah.
Just save.
Yeah, I feel as a student you can actually do the both if you're not going to be affected.
Okay.
But the one you have to do most as a student, I feel, should be savings. Still on the word savings, because if you're saying you want to invest, okay, let's take a look at this. There was this something that happened I think 5 or 6 years ago about this MMM shit and all of that. Countless number of my friends, as we students in course, countless number of my friends actually invested in this business. Do you understand? So countless number of my friends invested in this business, and some probably 200,000, 100,000. We counted that as investments, but when they wrapped up, what do we say is their thought about that? Where do they put their hopes, and where are their hopes going to stay? Their hope have been staked high and it has gone down the drain. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So if you're saying you want to invest, you have to be really sure of what you're investing on. And you as a student, you're trying to invest, it's not really a good idea on buying the idea. If you're going to be investing, I feel there should be other source of income for you. Because you trying to invest is like you're putting money somewhere and just forget that you've kept your money somewhere. Do you understand? If
Yeah.
you're trying to invest, don't forget that, okay, you drop your money on this thing, I'm going to forget it. So when it's time, maybe later on, like 2-3 years after, you can come back to it. Definitely it's going to be done until it will have multiplied. But if it's something like you want to save, fine. If you put something 10,000 naira today, if you need it tomorrow, you still meet your 10,000 naira there. So it's not like something you meet your 10,000 naira there, and probably the whatever has fluctuated, I am meeting like 5,000 naira plus. So I'm still using the word as a student. You are dependent. You are still very dependent.
Thank you. All right, viewers, we've heard from Olajuwon. Let's go on the streets to listen to them also. We'll be right back. Why do you prefer to save?
Investment crash. It's only for investment.
Kole one camera.
Saving.
Please, can you?
I said investment crash. It's possible for an investment to crash compared to saving.
Okay, so don't you feel if you don't invest, your money won't multiply?
It's better safe.
It's better to save.
It's better to be safe, to be on the safe side as well.
Yes,
Investing. Why do you prefer to invest?
because as time goes on, the interest and capital grows, sort of.
So don't you think when you save, you have money to sort out some impromptu stuff?
I think investing is like a part of saving too. You can put your savings in investment,
How? How do you?
like into stock market. So I input I take part of my savings and invest it in US stocks. So like that means I have no interest. I can use it.
So you actually prefer to invest than to save. Welcome back. I hope you guys are really enjoying the show. You can see we are really unfolding these issues. So Olajuwon, I want to ask you again, as a student, I see you chose saving over investment.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to ask you, do you save?
Yeah, I'm actually doing the both. I save and also invest.
Okay.
But I
You
do
are-
more of savings than investing.
Okay, so I want to ask you, because you said saving is actually better than investment
yeah,
to
as a student.
avoid crash the investments
From crashing.
crashing.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you, if you want to save, definitely you should have money coming from somewhere to save. So like I don't get it. I mean, if you want to save, definitely money should be coming from somewhere for you to save it.
Yeah, sure.
So what about those that don't have where like their parents sending money to them or
Okay,
something?
now.
What do you suggest they do?
Yeah, that's a very good question. Like I've said, there's no way you're going to come as a student without having a source of income. That's one thing I want us to know. You can't be a student of an institution without having a source of income. So how are you paying your fees if you're a student? Yes.
No, you can't say that because not all students here get money from home.
From home. I understand. We're still saying the same thing. There are other ways they get the money too.
Okay.
I'm very sure. There are other ways youth of nowadays gets money.
Okay.
You understand? So I feel out of the little you get,
Wait, other ways how? Because if they don't involve in investments,
Yeah.
how else should they get money
okay,
to
now
save?
there are ways with which I'm talking about from the immediate family now.
Okay.
They can be like kind of family member that can say, okay, what's up? This is what I have for you. Take this, which is very possible. This is what I have for you. Take this. This is what I have for you. Take this. Do you understand? So you can't say because you're a student and you're not getting money from home, there's surely going to be probably someone. Though might have lost maybe dad or mom, there's still going to be a kind of sympathy or compassion from someone towards you. So out of the little you get, take probably a bit to save. Just imagine a student getting money through hard times or thick and thin, then investing it into something and later it crashes. How do you want such a student to feel? Do you understand?
Yeah.
So out of the little you get from people or from where you get your money or little, from that bit, try to save. Saving, this is just like bank issues. You putting money there. You even the money we save in our bank, probably you're saving like 5,000 rand. Before we know, some bank will just take 400 rand charges,
Yes.
ATM this, ATM that, and that's not even investment. Imagine if it's investment. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So just my take on that.
But don't you feel when you get little from the family members,
Yeah.
you should actually put small into investment and then save from there?
Okay. Now you're trying to take me back to what I've said earlier. I said something about investment earlier. It's also very good. It's a very good something. Very good idea. I'm not against. I'm not contradicting investment.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is that as a student, do you understand? As a student, I said something that a student is very, very dependent. So much dependent. It's very rare for you to see students that are actually sponsoring themselves in education. Do you understand? Because taking our school as an example, Cover University, you're paying such a big huge amount of money, 500,000, let's use the word 500,000 now, huge amount of money. And you pay such for first year, pay such second year. That's about 1 or 2, 3 million naira. Apart from other money you're going to spend. Do you understand? So how do you expect such students to get money like that and still not want to invest? It's quite difficult. Let's just be realistic. It's quite difficult. Okay, you as a student, there's some people that they have collected their fees and feel like, okay, let me out of my 500k, let me take 200k and invest it, and later it crashes or rather depreciates. So what do you say about that? So I feel if you're trying to put your 200k in, you're putting it somewhere, you're putting your 200k somewhere, it's going to meet your 200k the way you've left it. You're not losing. You see how you've left it, you're going to pick it up. So that's my take on that.
Thank you. All right, viewers, we've heard from Olajuwon's opinion. So, Juwon, before we go on today's show,
Okay.
what advice can you give?
Yeah, to my fellow students and people at home, I would really say the higher you go, the better you get to understand things how it goes. You just want us to let's just get ourselves together. Let's not look for money by all means. Let's be satisfied with what we have. Let's not go extra well or extra means to get money. Let's be contented by what we're given by our guidance of families. Either you save, either you invest. It's very good also. But let's just be wise in spending.
All right. Thank you very much for coming to the show.
It's a pleasure. I really
We'll
appreciate
call you again. Will you?
Definitely, I'm going to have you.
All right. Thank you. So this is where we'll be wrapping up the show. Till we meet again next week, Friday. Thank you. Bye.